shadow of the old sycamore tree where the creek bends low and wild. We carved our names for eternity in the days when I was just a child. Her laughter echoed through the canyon's breath where the dusty trails now lay. Each step away feels closer to death as the twilight steals the day. A lonely fire stays where we used to lay, burning embers under starlit skies. Now the smoke just spirals in a silent praise while the lone wolf howls and the north wind cries. Lonely fire stays and it burns away all the memories that time can't erase. Here in the ghost of you, what am I to do? Watch the lonely fire stay. Once there was a cabin filled with light where the porch held back the sun. Now cobwebs catch the last rays of night and the saddles come undone. The riverbed's dry, the oak tree has died, no shade for broken dreams. Her scarf in my hand feels like grains of sand slipping through like all my schemes. Lonely fire stays where we used to lay, burning embers under starlit skies. Now the smoke just spirals in a silent praise while the lone wolf howls and the north wind cries. Lonely fire stays and it slowly decays, the ties to a past that I can't reclaim. Here in the ghost of you, what am I to do but watch the lonely fire stay? So I'll ride these hills, let the dusk wrap its chill as the shadows claim the ground. No whiskey can cure, no time can secure the love that I once found. Lonely fire stays, never quite the same as the silence settles with the frost. Each flickering flame speaking out her name, wondering if I'm lost. Lonely fire stays, this heart forever prays in the ash of memories I trust. Here in the ghost of you, that's all I can do while the lonely fire stays. Yes, the lonely fire stays, and I'm just a whisper in the haze. There's a field just past a rusted barn where summer danced and kissed our arms. Your laughter rang through dandelions like a love song without trying. I'd drive that old Ford, paint peeled gold. We'd race the dust, not growing old. Your sundress swayed with every breeze, back when love was wild and free. Oh, in the fields of '89, we rode forever on a cotton line. With muddy boots and radio static, our hearts beat loud and automatic. You were 17, I was trying to shine. We were just kids, but God, you were mine. In the golden light of that county line, I lost my heart in the fields of '89. You liked your lemonade with ice, I liked your voice under starlit skies. We carved our names in the old oak tree, it still leans west like memory. You left for school, I stayed to farm, but your goodbye still feels warm. I hear your song in meadow winds, and every spring it starts again. Oh, in the fields of '89, where we slowed down against a Patsy Cline. On cassette tapes we had to rewind. Those Friday nights felt so divine. Now the Scarecrow stands where you kissed me blind, and all that's left are roots in time. But you still bloom in that old design of my broken heart in the fields of '89. Swirling round every time the wheat bends down. I feel your love in this ghost town. So if you drive these roads someday and see the sun-kissed amber haze, stop for a while, feel the air. You'll find us two still dancing there, not as we are, but who we were, in every breeze and every blur. And know that some things time won't mind, like our forever in the fields of '89. Out where the oak trees shadow the old churchyard, I found your scarf, blue tattered and torn. Shivers of wind, they whisper through the lonesome march. Echoes of footsteps, we danced till the dawn. Hollow heart rolled through under skies so vast and blue, carrying memories faded like old tattoos. Saddle now empty, where once my love sat you. Oh, hollow heart roll through. Oh, hollow heart roll through. Gravel roads winding past cabins of ghostly dreams, where laughter once lived, now silence reigns supreme. These fields of wildflowers where you swore your love so true, now they bow their heads under skies no longer blue. Hollow heart rolled through under clouds of mournful hue. Trails of dust linger where wild roses once grew. Moonlight on the porch waits for steps that never ensue. Oh, hollow heart roll through. Oh, hollow heart roll through. Rain falls on the saddle, the leather worn and slick. Each drop a memory, each storm a candle wick. Burning through the night, my soul searching for a clue. Why love rides away and leaves the sky so cruel. Hollow heart rolled through with echoes old and new. Each sunset a goodbye, each dawn a view so skewed. Maybe on some dusty trail our love will start anew, till hollow heart rides through. Till hollow heart rides through. In the shadow of the oak, where wild daisies grow, you whispered words of love, soft and low. Beneath that ancient tree, we swore eternity.
But like the river bends, you slipped away from me. The porch still creaks, the door still moans, haunted by the love the heart once known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind, I hear your laugh echoing down on old gravel path. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Once our laughter filled the dusty street, now silence lays thick and deep. The cabin stands empty by the weeping willow sway, wood worn soft by many a day. The trails we walked are overgrown, lost to time like the love we've known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind, I hear your laugh echoing down old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Under the vast unyielding sky, I've come to learn how goodbye can be a whisper or a tear, something lost between the fear and love. And every night when stars above shine, I search for you in their divine design. Love rolled through, but it rides no more, just echoes in the wind, the creaking floor. With every sunset, every starlit trail, I feel the weight of a love that's still so frail. Yet in the vastness, in the crimson hue, I've learned to live with the ghost of you.
Out where the oak trees shadow the dusty trails, I found her scarf blue as the twilight veils. Sitting by the campfire, sparks flying like the years we lost. Each ember a memory, each flicker a frost. Her old cabin creaks with the tales it knows, her laughter in the wind is cold as the snow. And campfire stays, but she's gone away under western skies. My heartache lays where the river bends. Her smile was my home, now I'm just a cowboy born to roam. Flames dance alone like I do every night, underneath the stars in the fading light. We rode through the town, quite a secret kept. Our dreams like the gravel road, well worn and swept. But time's cruel hands pulled the reins too tight, took her from the saddle on a stormy night. Now the porch swings empty, the door moans sad and slow. Rain taps the window, playing tunes of long ago. Campfire stays, but she's left this place in the silence. I still search her face where the sunsets bleed. Her warmth was my guide, now it's just the shadows where my sorrows hide. The flames dance alone as my thoughts invite the ghost of her whispers in the cold night. Oh, but memories a wild horse can't be tamed, right? guides me back to her. Through the flames, each spark a moment, bright and clear, held close in the heart of a lonesome frontier. And campfire stays, and so does the pain in the ashes. Our past remains, though the trail's grown cold. Her memories of fire burning through my soul, an unquenched desire. The flames dance alone, and I call her name into the vast starlit plain. So here by the fire I'll always be, a cowboy lost in a memory. As the smoke rises high and the night turns gray in the heart of the wild, my campfire stays. You stepped off the train with dirt on your shoes. Sunlight kissed your hair like a sacred truth. The fields turned green just watching you smile. Even time slowed down for a while. You sang to the sheep, you danced in the rye, hung sheets in the wind like flags in the sky. The old oak bloomed, the bluebirds came. This wild land never felt the same. You were the spring of this land, my dear, turning silence into songs I could hear. Your laughter lit the river's bend. Your touch could teach the frost to end. You made the wheat sway just to see you pass. Put life in stone, turn mud to glass. This heart, this home, this rugged sand, all bloom 'cause you were the spring of this land. You painted the porch with sunflower hue, said a little color always pulls us through. You read by lantern, sang in the rain, said pain was part of nature's game. But come one dusk, your eyes turned far. You whispered, I need to chase a star. I begged the sky to hold you tight, but spring don't stay past April's light. You were the spring of this land, my love, a prayer sent down from skies above. The cattle stood still when you passed by, even coyotes washed with softer eyes. Now every bloom feels out of place, like they've all lost your warm embrace. The wind still tries to understand why it weeps where once blew the spring of this land. Soil remembers where you knelt. The barn still holds the warmth you felt. And though the seasons come and go, the heart knows what the land won't show. You were the spring of this land, it's true, and nothing's bloomed the same since you. I water flowers, they don't respond. I sing alone by the lily pond. The bees still buzz, the clouds still roam, but this ain't love, just overgrown. You left your name in dirt and sand. Forever the spring of this land.
in the shade of the old oak tree, by the creek where you once kissed me. Dust dances with the leaves, speaking soft of the memories. Neath that sky, wide and deep, where our whispered dreams now sleep, in the breeze your laughter weaves, through the hollers and the hollows we'd keep. Morning sky sleep, stars draped in your veil, whispering winds tell the tale of the love we let fail. Each sunset burns just like the tears we cried under the morning sky, where our old love lies. Lonely saddles, porch lights dim, gravel roads where we'd begin, empty cabin trails that fade like the promises we made and strayed. Rain on old tin roofs plays the rhythm of the truth that I wander life alone, far from you, the heart I've known. Morning sky sleeps, shrouding night in your hue, echoing the heartache of a love that once grew. Each twilight's glow, a reminder of our plight. Under the morning sky, I lose you every night. Oh, how the winds have changed, carrying away your sweet refrain, leaving silence in the wake of the words we'll never say. Now each trail's a tale of past, each step away from the last. Yet with every fading light, your shadow lingers, holding tight. Morning sky sleeps with our tale in its folds, carrying whispers of a love that's still untold. Every dawn I rise beneath the same endless sky, haunted forever by the goodbye in your eyes. Under the morning sky, where my solace lies, I'll keep riding with your echo by my side. On the edge of Dixon's pasture, where the oak trees kiss the sky, I built that fence of cedar neath the watch of her blue eyes. Wind whispered through the branches with a soft and lonesome sigh, as the sun dipped low, casting shadows where our promises did lie. But the fence held tight neath the weight of time, through storms of dust and the winter's rime. Like my heart holds on to the love that's gone in the silence of the night, the fence held tight. Years have turned like pages in this old forgotten town. Our laughter now just echoes where our steps once marked the ground. The cabin stands all empty where we once dreamed side by side. Only gravel roads and fading trails where my regrets reside. Yes, the fence held tight neath the weight of time, through the howling wind and rain's cold chime, like my heart holds on to the days long gone. Beneath the starlit sky, the fence held tight. There's an old scarf hung on the porch swing, frayed and worn like me. Every thread a story, every stain a memory. I wonder if she misses those wild lands we used to roam, or if I'm just a ghost now in the ruins of our home. So the fence held tight neath the weight of years, guarding all my hopes, cradling my fears, as I whisper her name to the endless night in the heart's quiet ache. The fence held tight, oh, the heart's quiet ache, with a fence held tight.
Underneath the shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers of the wild wind used to speak, there lies a gravel path where we once roamed, now just fading tracks beside the creek. You wore a scarf of blue, eyes full of dreams. We planned our lives on that old wooden porch, but time, like silent thieves, stole all but screams, left me riding alone with a flickering torch. On this timeless road now washed away, the rains came down, swallowed up our days. Your laughter's echo I chase in vain, like sunsets bleeding in a sky of gray. Where did you go, my heart's refrain, on this timeless road washed away? Mountains stand unchanged by the year's flight, but not those little cabins where love's light burned bright. Your hand in mine seemed nothing could tear us apart. Now it's but a dusty saddle, an empty heart. The evenings when the world turned a softer hue, we'd count the stars, the future seemed so true. But town lights dimmed and so did what I thought I knew, left wandering these trails cloaked in twilight dew. On this timeless road now washed away, the rains came down, swallowed up our days. Your laughter's echo I chase in vain, like sunsets bleeding in a sky of gray. Where did you go, my heart's refrain, on this timeless road washed away? Maybe love's a ghost town, faded and old, haunted by memories in the silence they told. I ride through the whispers where our past sleeps cold, searching for a treasure in the heart I still hold. On this timeless road forever washed away, I find you in the breeze, in the dusk's last ray. Though you're gone, my love won't sway. Echoes of you linger in the winds that fray. Where did you go, my heart, forever to say? On this timeless road, eternally washed away. And so I ride love under these weeping skies. Every sunset, every dust trail, your memory never dies. Neath an old oak tree shade, I found a wagon wheel worn by the journey it made. Sitting there, I traced the spokes and saw your scarf so light, flutter like a ghost dance in the fading evening light. Oh, wagon wheel held tight in hands that now are gone, rolled us across the wild plains to dreams now overdrawn. Creek whispers your name through the willow's mournful sigh. Underneath that oak tree is where my heart lies. The cabin's now empty where your laughter filled the room. Porch is silent and dusty under melancholy's gloom. Saddlebags packed with dreams now just collect the rain. That lone gravel road won't hear you sing again. Oh, wagon wheel held tight in hands that now are gone, rolled us across the wild plains to dreams now overdrawn. The wind carries sorrow where our wildflowers used to bloom. In the heart of the empty cabin, I still wait in the gloom. Twilight, a reminder of the love that's died. But these wandering trails, they keep calling me to roam, searching for what was lost in this vast starlit dome. Oh, wagon wheel held tight, memories etched in rust. Every spoke a story of love, life, and dust. As the night claims the sky and the stars light up like fire, I hold on to the wheel, entrapped by my heart's wire. Oh, wagon wheel held tight, rolling into the night. I'm a ghost on these plains, faded from the sight. Out by the ridge where the wild oak stands, I found an old ranch, withered by sands, once rang with laughter under blue skies, now just a whisper of her sweet sighs. We danced on porches under moon's crown, silk scarf in her hair, my old leather gown. Oh, that old ranch tied down by grief, where my heart lies buried under a leaf. The wind sings her name through the open door, a dance of dust on a creaky floor. Memories like rain fall soft and slow on the abandoned where my sorrows grow. Years passed, the trails grew over with time. Her path took her east, left me with rhyme. Where once were echoes of our laughter's tune, now silent shadows under the silver moon. The saddle sits empty, the fires grow cold. A cowboy wanders, his story untold. Oh, that old ranch, tied down by grief, where my heart lies buried under a leaf. The wind sings her name through the open door, a dance of dust on a creaky floor. Memories like rain fall soft and slow on the abandoned ranch where my sorrows grow. By the old stone well, I whispered goodbye to dreams and to her under vast prairie sky. Each sunset burns like the love I recall, echoes of footsteps through each empty hall. So that old ranch, tied down by dreams, holds my whispered secrets, my silent screams. As the sun dips low in a sky so wide, on that abandoned ranch my old heart resides. Oh, the wind sings her name through the open door, a dance of dust on a creaky floor. In the shadow of the mesa, where the wild sagebrush grows, stands the shell of an old house where my bittersweet wind blows. Its timbers cracked by time like lines upon my face. A whisper tells of scarlet scarves and soft tender grace. A oak tree by the porch, now withered, gnarled and gray. Underneath its boughs our dreams first saw the light of day. Oh, the old house died young, with our love locked inside. Windows boarded up, where our laughter used to hide. Now the evening shadows weep, as the stars refuse to shine. In the old house that died young, on the hill that ceased to pine. There's a saddle worn and dusty, hasn't seen a horse in years, and the path up to the doorway's choked with thorns instead of cheers. Gravel road that led to town, now reclaimed by the earth, like the trails we traced in youth, not knowing their full worth. Rain taps on the rooftop like the rhythm of your shoes, dancing on the wooden floors to the tune we'd never choose. Yes, the old house died young, with our dreams still in its halls, silent as the echo of our steps within these walls. Every creaking floorboard moans beneath the weight of time. In the old house that died young, where your hand slipped out of mine. Now I wander lands unending under skies that know my plight. A lone rider tracing sunsets, haunted by the coming night. With every step away, your memory pulls like the moon, guiding me back to a porch where we once kissed in June. Oh, the old house died young, but my heart lives there still, on that weathered old porch and in the chill of twilight's thrill, as the stars dare to glimmer on this lonesome ghostly plume. I'm the keeper of the echoes in the old house that died young. Let the wind sing through the oak, let the dust cover the door, for a cowboy rides alone, not homebound anymore. Yet in every whispering breeze and in every shift of sand is the old house that died young, and a love that still stands.
Out where the oak trees whisper low beneath the silver sky, I found a scarf you wore, now faded, by the old porch where we lie. The wind, it carries ghost and dust through the cabin's broken seam, and every creak and board recalls our long-lost prairie dream. The lost trail watched me leave with heavy heart and silent creep. Sunset bleeds through memories where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road under stars that grieve. The lost trail watched me leave. Oh, the lost trail watched me leave. Now the town sleeps quiet where our laughter filled the streets. Windows dark as the promises we never could complete. Rain falls on the saddle where you once sat close to me. Now it's just a shadow neath the old willow tree. The lost trail watched me leave with heavy heart and silent creed. Sunset bleeds through memories where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road under stars that grieve. The lost trail watched me leave. Oh, the lost trail watched me leave. I whisper to the moonlight as it dances on the ridge, asking for forgiveness from that old wooden bridge. For I've carried this old heartache far as any man can bear, and I leave behind my sorrows scattered in the prairie air. The lost trail watched me leave, a ghost upon each breeze, carrying away my whispers like leaves lost from the trees. And as the earth keeps turning, my heart finds some relief, but the lost trail watched me leave. Yes, the lost trail watched me leave. Underneath that velvet sky, the lost trail watched me leave.
There's a cabin down by Clearwater Creek where the oak trees whisper and the floorboards creak. Speckled sunsets paint the porch in shades of gold, and your scarf still holds the cold. Oh, rye lingers in the bottles and in the breeze, in the hollow rustle of the autumn leaves. Your laughter's a ghost in the winds that weave through the silence of my ceaseless reprieve. Gravel roads where we once rode side by side, now just dusty trails where my regrets reside. The town's aged, the faces there don't recall the way your shadow danced on the old dance hall. Oh, rye lingers in the bottles and in the breeze, in the hollow rustle of the autumn leaves. Your laughter's a ghost in the winds that weave through the silence of my ceaseless reprieve. Under the weeping willow I let your memory in, fading like the leather on the saddle where you'd been. Raindrops trace the trails where our tears once fell, in the echoes of the old church bell. So rye lingers in the bottles and storms that sway, in every whispered prayer I cast away. Your spirit stitched in the horizon's endless blue, and every dawn my heart breaks anew. So wild, there's an echo of laughter, of a love unreconciled. On that old porch found the scarf you wore, now gray and frayed. It dances with the ghostly wind where our promises once lay. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, then earth that turned to Christ. Whispers miss the wind-swept plains, saddle of my heart's remains. Every dust bleeds into night where your shadow used to lie. Goodbye letter sealed with a sigh in a vast unending sky. Gravel roads whisper stories through the dust of my old boots. Every step a memory, each path a root of deeper roots. But time has swept the corners of the cabin where you smile. Rain has washed the trails where once our hearts ran free and wild. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, then Dubat turned to Christ. Whispers midst the wind-swept plains, saddle of my heart's remains. Every dust bleeds into night where your shadow used to lie. Goodbye letter sealed with a sigh in the vast unending sky.
let's paint my solitude a canvas dark and bare. Yet in the silence neath the stars your face in dreams appears, holding on to a ghost of love drowned within my silent tears. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, farewells under twilight skies. Every memory fades to gray on the trails I walk astray. In the heart of every night I find your eyes, my fading light. Goodbye letter, love untied with every lonesome starlit stride. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found that old wagon wheel, a half-buried bound, in vines and the whispers of winds that once told of a girl with eyes wildfire and a heart spun from gold. We'd ride past the cabins where the porch swings still sway, laughing at twilight as day slipped away. Oh, the wagon wheel bleeds and the river runs dry under the weight of this big lonesome sky. Memories like dust that the prairie wind steals, scars left in the branches and time never heals. These trails, they grow cold as the sunset implores. Oh, my love, these wild lands, they're yours. Now the towns are too quiet and the roads, they know pain. Gravel whispers secrets in the soft summer rain. Where once danced our laughter, now only echoes respond. And the night seems so vast when you find yourself gone. An old saddle sits by a door that's now closed, holding stories of love where once a flower rose. Yes, the wagon wheel bleeds and the river runs dry under the weight of this big lonesome sky. Memories like dust that the prairie wind steals, scars left in the branches and time never heals. These trails, they grow cold as the sunset implores. Oh, my love, these wild lands, they're yours. In dreams I still wander down old gravel lanes where the whispering grasses sing soft your name. But the morning breaks harsh on a bed lying low, in a room where the shadow of your leaving is thrown. Oh, the wagon wheel bleeds as my heart it concedes. Every sunset's a whisper neath the old oak trees. And as long as the paths when the mountain creeks flow, I'll remember, my darling, where the wild roses grow. These trails forever cold as my tale unfolds. Oh, my love, these wild lands, they're yours. And my soul, like the wheel, just eternally rolls. Part of you, these wild lands evermore. Down by Piney Creek where the water bends, I found her wildflower scarf in the wind.
Oak shadows lay across the old gravel road where our love once was a story told. The cabin's empty, echoes fill the room. Pale dust swirls, a dance beneath the moon. The creek echoes, oh how the waters sigh, like the heartache whispered neath the twilight sky. Every ripple tells the tale of dreams undone, underneath the weeping willow, waiting for the sun. Years roll like tumbleweeds through the plains, leaving lines on my face like the old porch in the rain. Her laughter haunts the hollows of these hills. The saddle sits untouched, the silence chills. No more the sound of footsteps on the wood, just the lonely night where her smile stood. The creek echoes, oh how the waters moan, carrying the weight of love now only I own. Every whisper in the wind, her name it seems, caught in the bittersweet trap of my dreams. Oh, but life's a shadow since she's gone away. The colors turn to gray in the blaze of day. Yet in the creek's lament I find my peace, as if her gentle whisper bids my soul release. The creek echoes, and in its mournful call I find the strength to face the dusk. After all, every sunset closes with a soft goodbye, leaving me a cowboy, the tear in my eye. The creek echoes, the creek echoes. A ballad of the past, only the heart knows. Out where the creek bends past old Josie's farm, I found her scarf dancing in the breeze. It swirled like whiskey in a weathered glass, neath oaks that whispered secrets through their leaves. We'd watch the sunset gentle, closing her eyes, orange skies bleeding into purple night. Her laughter mingled with the cricket song in that fading light. Everything felt right. The sunset closed her eyes the day we said goodbye. Now every twilight sings a lonesome wayward sigh. The wind's a solemn tune that rides the dusty plains, carrying her voice, bringing back the pain. Now the porch swing sways, but it's empty as the dawn echoes of footsteps like ghosts in morning fall. Where we once walked, gravel roads now lead nowhere. Trails we blazed are overgrown, as if we were never there. The saddle sits untouched,
The horses wander free, life moves on past cabins full of dreams. Yet in my mind I roam those rooms again, searching for the love, the life that might have been. The sunset closed her eyes the day we said goodbye. Now every twilight sings a lonesome wayward sigh. The wind's a solemn tune that rides the dusty plains, carrying her voice, bringing back the pain. In the quiet whispers of the rain, against old window panes I hear her name, a solitary figure by the gate. A cowboy's heart knows it's too late. The sunset closed her eyes, and so must I, to dreams of yesteryears under vast unending skies. But her shadow in the dusk, always by my side. The sunset closed her eyes, and part of me died. With every setting sun I feel again. The sunset closed her eyes. The night descends.
In the shadow of the oak, where river waters bend, I first saw her silhouette as the evening light did win. Blue scarf in the breeze, like a flag without a claim. Those banks held our whispers, now they just hold my pain. River echoes, oh how they moan with secret soul, carrying her laughter with the sorrow I now hold. Each ripple a soft cry of dreams we let slip. River echoes haunt me like a ghost ship. Years rolled away like dust on a gravel road, left an empty cabin where our loved ones float. Saddles worn and dusty, porch wood is split. Life's cruel sunsets taught me how to sit alone with it. River echoes, oh how they moan with secret soul, carrying her laughter with the sorrow I now hold. Each ripple a soft cry of dreams we let slip. River echoes haunt me like a ghost ship. Underneath the vast, unyielding prairie sky, I reckon every lonesome star reflects an old goodbye. Wander in this quiet land where wild hearts roam, finding that you lose yourself in searching for a home. The river echoes whisper through the sycamore, tales of what we had and the peace I yearn for more. With every setting sun and each lonesome moonlit night, those river echoes fill me, then slowly drift out of sight.
their rest in the echo of the river, in the echo of the West.
In the shadow of the oak, where wild roses thrive, I carved our names under that endless blue sky. Your silver locket warm in the palm of my hand, a sweet promise as we watched the hourglass sand. But that locket watched me leave down the gravel road, with a heart too worn to plead and too broke to hold, under sunset's fading glow, where our dreams did weave, only dust and whispers blow, and the locket watched me leave. Years flew like the sparrows, we changed with the fall, from the golden fields to the old town hall. Your scarf left on the saddle, the porch swings still, in the quiet of the cabin, time seems to chill. That locket watched me leave through the rain-soaked eaves, echoes in the chambers of the love we grieve, in the silence of the pines, where I still believe you're the lingering sigh of the breeze, and the locket watched me leave. On the rim of the canyon, I hear the rivers plead, whispers of you and me, lost in the tapestry. But every trail I wander, every star I see, is a memory I ponder of what can never be. Yes, that locket watched me leave, and I'm miles past reprieve, a cowboy with his shadows and a soul that can't decease. As the moon climbs high and thieves the light from me, in the heart of the night, that locket watched me leave. So here's to the love that's gone, to the dust I cleave, on lonely trails forever drawn, where that locket watched me.